I do not want to be your punching bag, 'cause I'm done with that. I will not let myself be a doormat, 'cause I don't want to be walked on. What will you do when I am nowhere to be found? What will you do when I'm not around? It seems like every day it's something else. Sometimes you'll have to do things by yourself, 'cause I can't do it all for you. What will you do when I am nowhere to be found? What will you do when I'm not around? Will you go find someone else when you need some help? Will you tell them that they're doing it wrong? Well, I guess that's how it is. I do not want to be your punching bag, 'cause I'm done with that. I will not let myself be a doormat, 'cause I don't want to be walked on. What will you do when I am nowhere to be found? What will you do when I'm not around?
Happy fucking Wednesday, everybody. Halfway through the week, and it's only day 2. Can't complain. Can't complain. How's everybody doing?
Chilling.
Hopefully most of you all had a long weekend. I know I had a long weekend. Albeit a good long weekend. It was a long weekend, nonetheless.
I lost my bird, dude.
Uh-oh. Did you guys play another round and lose your bird?
No, I rescued a bird yesterday. He didn't make it overnight.
Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, that sucks.
On the bright side, though, I was pretty sure that he was not going to make it. He was definitely in some pretty rough shape.
Oh,
So at least he got to die in a cold, dark box with air conditioning.
yeah. As
I don't
long
want
as,
to go.
I'd pick that over being fucking bitten while I'm just trying to chill.
well, I guess as long as you gave it the good old college try, that's all you can ask for. I mean, unless you're a vet, then there's a whole different side to that. Oh.
I don't even think a vet could have done anything. This guy had like a really bad like tumor on his leg that was exposed.
Oh,
Jesus.
Nobody's gonna
Not
do
a
that
tumor.
kind of surgery on a fucking bird.
Yeah, fair enough. So, who's out there so far? Kaplop's out there, Arnie's out there, Joshua, a Pillowsack, I think is how that's pronounced.
He's a wizard.
Aaron, who else did I see out there? Oh, let's see. God, these name changers keep fucking with me. Church, what the fuck?
RJ looks like that little kid trying to make that fucking height stage to get on a roller coaster.
On your
Can
tiptoes,
I
son.
be on the show, guys? Can I be on the show?
On your tiptoes. On your tiptoes. Get up there. Yeah. So, over the weekend, I managed to get a lot done this weekend, actually, which is surprising. I smoked ribs, brisket, cheese. I smoked all kinds of shit this week. Fucking fantastic.
Me too. What?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Same, bruh.
that's it.
420 blazing.
And I also did something else that I've never done before. I made beef tallow from the leftover brisket, but I upped the game on it a little bit.
Did you put
It's
it in your butt?
smoked beef tallow.
Nice.
Why not steam it in your butt? It's really up in your game.
Because, you know, not into my food tasting like shit.
Literally.
What's happening, Bob? Abdul? Not Joe?
Peter Beb.
It's brisket with a side of E. coli.
Yum.
Yeah. Definitely not for me. What's happening, Shano? Then, what else we get done? We got some more
Super white
plants
today.
transplanted. And I realized that definitely going to be no growing in the greenhouse during
There
the
we go.
summer. Because that fucker is going to be way too hot all summer long. In fact, there's going to be a point where I just unplug the exhaust fan in there.
Are
Because
the windows not open?
no, because I was going to get larger louver vents. And I think that's where I may have screwed myself here, is because I wanted something that was going to be airtight for the winter. I didn't make it so the windows open because I wanted to be able to grow during the late fall and into winter to keep those temperatures up during the day. So
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
kind of a bit of trade-off. So I think I'm going to have to come up with another plan of action somehow for that. So I might end up going out there with the sawzall and cutting windows
Just
out.
gonna say,
and-
get out Sawzall.
Put in a little miniature portable air conditioner with the hose.
and
Oh,
that's-
All them
So-
hoes.
Put an intake dryer vent in the front of the greenhouse with a set of louvers that you can close.
yeah,
Create air in.
that's what I've got right now. I've got a set of louvers on both sides, but I realize I'm gonna need a lot larger set that I can be closed, like damn near the industrial size, because
Right.
what I have in there right now, they're like the size of your intake vents in your house to go to pull into your.
Right.
So they're probably, well, I'm not going to give centimeters for those of you abroad, but in inches, it's probably 18 by 10. So it's about a foot by a foot, but they're a little over a foot. And I don't think it's big enough. I don't think it's capable of moving enough air or letting enough air in, unfortunately. So definitely something that's going to have to be improved on this year. But this is all a learning experience because never done a fucking greenhouse. So
That's what I was gonna say. Learn. You
Yeah.
know what isn't gonna work. That's the one thing good about it.
yeah, but I mean, even at 8 o'clock tonight, we went out there and looked. It was still in the mid 70s, and it's about 60, 68 degrees right now. So it's definitely doing what it's supposed to do at night, which is keep the heat in. So that's a plus.
It's good.
But during the day, definitely fucking way too toasty. Because even
Find
like
one of-
we had the door open the day on it, and even with the door open on it, it was still running in the mid to low 90s, which is still a wee bit too warm for it. Which,
Yeah, you gotta get one of those gymnasiums, them old school fucking gymnasiums, where you could fucking hear the louvers sounding like a battleship cranking a door open.
that and the other thing I had thought about doing was, because I have an exhaust fan, maybe I need to put an intake fan on it too.
Hey,
That
Joel.
might help.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not getting enough airflow to go through, you may need something pushing air in as well.
Yeah,
On the air.
or at least moving the air around so the air stays cooler as it's moving.
Right.
Yeah, so good fun. Learning experience.
Okay.
Who just popped in here? Let's see. Angel popped in. Bob popped in. What's happening, you guys? So, last week I realized why I didn't want to mix anything. I hit a brick wall of mixing. Like, I don't have any ideas. Like, I was trying to think of stuff over the weekend, and I'm like, I don't know what I want. Which, I guess that's bound to happen eventually, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially when you're cranking out 3 new recipes a week for what, 40 episodes? 50 episodes now?
Yeah, pretty much. Probably around 40, because I think it was about the 10th or 12th episode with the new
Okay, a couple
name
episodes
change.
in, started.
Yeah.
That's when you go look for other people's recipes.
Yeah, start
Go
tweaking
look and
it
see what other
stuff.
people are doing.
Yeah, I think it's that
Inspired.
time. 'Cause-
That's when that's when I normally just search through awesome foods.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I start looking at food stuff when I get to that point. I'm like, what sounds good?
That's
but I
always
don't wanna
fun too.
actually-
I'll like top out or type in states best dessert or local dessert by state. Main attractions, go see these places, get this dessert item.
Countries. Weird
That might,
French desserts or something. It's like, oh, that actually sounds good. Try that.
Mhm.
that might have to be what I do then, because like even today I was trying to think of something for tonight, and I'm like, fucking just nothing. I mean, yeah, I can do different variations of cakes and everything else that I've got down pat, but I'm like, it's not exciting.
Oh my god, Church, you're so right.
It's an Ewok.
He's a little, he's a
Oh
little
my
yum yum.
goodness.
Wicket.
We're just gonna have to start calling him an Ewok now.
If he comes back with little bear ears and a little fucking robe over his head, that's it.
Yep.
The show is over at that point. Sorry, guys.
Oh my god, RJ, please. The masses demand it.
Somebody start playing.
What happened?
Oh fucking shit.
No, I'm working on my office. I'm rearranging some shit.
Cotton candy
Do
ice
it.
slush thing. You know what? Bob, you lost me immediately when you said cotton candy. I'm out. I can't help you with that recipe. No, I can't
I
stand
was
cotton
down for the
candy.
beginning, but I was there for the beginning, and then he ruined it.
Oh, with the custard finish.
Sweet.
Speaking of cotton candy, we got cotton candy flavored energy drinks in at the store today. I was
Blech.
like, Jesus.
That's not
Doesn't
marketing
get
for kids at all,
any sweeter.
right?
I've been sorting through my flavors and getting rid of a bunch of things that I know I would never vape.
Uh-oh.
And there was a couple times I ran into a custard and I was like, I should really ask Meter if he wants this.
Do a sweet peach and cream with a subtle strawberry hint. Well, you could start with peaches and cream. The peach and cream. That's a
Peach
good.
pie and cream.
Yeah, peach pie and cream. That's a good start. And are you looking for if this sweeten? I would probably also add myself. I like the VSO peach, or if you're wanting to trick your tongue, put some of the VSO apricot in there. That's fantastic. And depending on what kind of strawberry do you want? Do you want a natural strawberry? Do you want like a strawberry syrup, or are you looking for something?
So apricot everything.
Or a jam.
Or a jam? Yeah, you got a couple different ways you can go with that.
How many times are you gonna fucking switch your goddamn camera?
Didn't you listen to him? He's rearranging
This
his
whole
office.
fucking show.
Yes,
Don't
yes,
hate
I'm
appreciate.
rearranging my office.
This is like the third fucking time you come in a different spot.
I'm just well, this is the original spot. I just wanted to see if I wanted this or over here. So I wanted to see what it was like over here. Then I'm like, I don't like that. I'm just gonna put it back over here.
Yeah, the missus looks like she's very pleased with you back there. Keeps giving
Yes.
you the evil eye.
Well, I mean, I rearranged her area in the office, so she's happy with that. I think.
Well, Abdul, for a sweet jam, you're pretty much covered.
Strawberry jam, 1-on-1, easy peasy. And if you're
If it's
just wanting it,
accessible to you, grab it.
if it's just subtle, go low on the percentage. Just go like what? No more than 1.5%.
Yeah, 1.5%. 1 to 1.5.
Careful what Adam says about strawberries because he is strawberry mute.
I only use that flavor at like 2 or 2.5. So. Yeah, that's one that I can taste for sure.
What is it? The white peach too? Probably a good addition there.
Flavor white peach. That's a good one.
Love that flavor. That's what my store brand, whatever, Pete's Fresh Mark, I think it's like Best Choice peach flavored soda. Tastes exactly like white peach from Flavor Art. It's really nice. I might grab one.
Who's that? That was it. Crush Peach. That's a really good peach soda right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of their
I haven't had that in years.
All of their fruity ones. Their strawberry is good. Pineapple Crush is really tasty. I have grape currently. Grape Crush.
Penis Crush?
No, it's been years.
Since you had Penis Crush?
Yes.
Oh.
They haven't sold it since the 90s. Before you were born.
Oh my god. I'm to the point now where when I'm on World of Warcraft and people see the year that I was born on, they're like, holy shit, you're really fucking old.
Wow.
Like, people are
Gamers are
starting to
babies
call
now.
me an old lady in the gaming community.
Pushing 30, lady.
How old am I? 28 or 29?
I'm pretty sure you're 29.
Shit, I just hit 26 on Sunday.
I could be wrong though.
Yeah, I got
birthday.
Bunch of babies.
people that are like 22, like in college, riding around on those little fucking scooter, motorcycle, bikes, fucking calling me an old lady.
Ooh, wonder what's behind this door. Nothing to see here. Moving along.
My World of Warcraft on.
Say things like they're riding around on their scooter motorcycle bikes is probably a good indication as to where that's coming from.
One of them fancy motorbikes you got there.
Well, the guy, it was so hilarious because I was like, I need to see a picture of this because he was talking about how somebody dinged it and he had to file an insurance claim. I was like, let me see a picture of this, please. And it's right in front of a BMW. And he's choosing to ride around on that little, it looks like one of those Superfly wheelchairs that you can ride around at Walmart.
But it's Superfly?
But it's like slim and faster than the little scooters at Walmart.
What?
So, today, speaking of scooters and things like that, today I realized I'm starting to get to that age where dumb shit constantly pisses me off, and it's not dumb shit in general, because that's always pissed me off, but dumb fucking teenagers piss me off. For this reason, I'm going to take my son to get a haircut today, and here I go. Who's riding down the middle of the fucking street on a goddamn scooter? Not a fucking motorized scooter either, like the kind you push with your foot, kick push, because you're on
Razor scooter.
Yeah, you're not coordinated enough to kick push a fucking skateboard, so you use a scooter.
Hey.
And will not move the fuck out of the way. Hearing me coming right behind him, I just laid on the horn and was really hoping the kid would just fucking eat shit. Nope. Doesn't even faze him. Then he looks at me with a dirty look as I go by, and I'm like, you're lucky my 6-year-old's in the car, because otherwise I would stop and fucking let loose on you. Then find out where your parents are so I can slap the shit out of your parents. I was mad as shit. I was like, you stupid fuck. There's sidewalks on both sides of the road that you can keep your scooter on. It doesn't belong in the middle of the street. Yeah.
Walk
Not when you
traffic
scoot
with a
like him, bruh.
scooter.
Not when you scoot like him.
I used to play around with the scooters, but I also skateboarded, rollerbladed, snakeboard. They
Right,
now
but did
make
you go in the middle of traffic, blocking people from driving where they need to go like an asshole?
no.
Exactly. Because you're a freaking decent human being and not a dumb freaking kid like him.
I'm just saying, there's idiots out there. What's happening, Tommy?
Those were good days. I miss going out and doing all those kinds of activities. Recently, I saw a new skateboard and it just has one massive wheel.
Oh yeah, I've seen those
The
things.
one wheel.
Yeah, it's called a one wheel.
It's literally
The
called
one
one
wheel.
And they're motorized.
The
Is it?
last thing I saw
Yeah.
was the snakeboard,
is,
and I
yeah.
tried that, but I ate shit a lot on the snakeboard.
I really thought that the one wheel was another gimmicky imitation hoverboard until I saw DJ Khaled ride one. And I was like, if they make those things strong enough to carry his king hippo ass around, I can most definitely get one.
He
I'm
says,
like 2/3 of a Khaled at best.
he's like, haha, I want something on my Christmas list now.
Like I'm like 2/3 of a Khaled on my worst days. There's no way I'm nearly as big as him. And if that'll haul his big ass around, and it did, I'm fucking sold, man. Good industrial fucking engineering right there.
What's happening, James Hippie?
The only like hilarious thing that people don't know about those whenever you first get on them is they have a speed cap. If you go too fast for too long, it'll purposely drop forward on you, and then you'll eat fucking shit.
That's
It's gonna be
fucking
fun
evil.
going downhill.
Yeah, that's
Just trying to
evil.
coast downhill.
Oh, it won't do it if there's grade, but if you're pushing it over a certain speed for so long, it'll just weight drop the front end of it, and you'll fucking die.
They built them on the same principle as the Segways. Like basically they tried to figure out how to take the handle off of a Segway and make it like more convenient, more compact. Like these things are so small you can pick them up and carry them like a suitcase onto the bus and shit.
Yeah, it's like they had those ones that look like a skateboard, and then what was it, a couple years ago they had the single wheel fucking looking Segway motherfuckers too.
Things are so cool. I had a guy that I worked with when I was at IHOP that they used to get around town on one.
One of the guys from the haunted house has one. It looks like a fucking briefcase, like a traveler's suitcase. And he steps onto the sides of that bitch and just goes bzzz, and fucking takes off, and you're like, what kind of Harry Potter bullshit is this? And he's already gone. He can't hear you.
I want one.
It was the craziest thing ever, man. They're cool as fuck.
I need to like shrink myself so I could just get on one of those little vacuums that runs around the house, so I could just like run up and jump on that instead of bending a skateboard.
Louis wants a human-sized Roomba.
Human-sized Roomba.
But like still like small enough that it will scooch around the house.
Do it.
So, Fresh, how was your time away?
Sorry, I'm trying to log into something.
Okay.
So he's got focus face going on.
I should have known better than to ask. When the BCGs are on, you don't ask questions. You just
No,
let it
these
go.
are all the time now. So ask away. It was great. I got a lot of rest that I needed. Got some other things taken care of. It's all good, brother.
Nice. How's those hot springs? Did they treat you well?
Oh yeah, yeah. We spent almost the whole day soaking.
Nice.
Way to do it, man.
Just a tad bit jealous.
Yeah. Yeah, when you get out on the plains and it's nice and cool, it's like 9 a.m. Hopped in, and there was just enough shade, like all around the edges of the pool, that you were able to just kind of move with the shade the whole time. Yeah. Oh, I dozed off. I don't know how many times I just passed out. Parents come and make sure I'm still alive over there in the corner.
See, I'm still breathing, barely, but I'm here.
Just chilling.
Tommy.
All right.
Definitely what I needed, though. Definitely what I needed.
Yeah, sometimes we need that escape from everything. Just take a break.
Yeah. Then I get back here and things start toasting up. Like it was really nice the first couple days, and it's been over 90 for fuck.
Oh,
I
fuck.
don't know, it was 96, 97 here today.
Holy shit.
Wow.
It's like fuck you. It's supposed to drop back down the 70s this weekend though, so I've got projects to do, but it's been warm.
I have projects to do tonight. Things are finally slowing down. I got a bunch of boxes going out this week.
Get that shit.
I'm working on making my own flavor shelves.
Nice.
So right now I have a bunch of cut up wood inside a nice little frame. I just pour the silicone over it and I will officially have a wood shelf frame.
Nice.
crafty.
Hey,
Mother flippin' crafty.
that sounds kind of good. Well, maybe go with something.
What's up, James?
It was nice here. Like 58 degrees while we were unloading the truck. Truck canceled on us yesterday and decided to come at 5 in the morning today, so I was up unloading at fucking 5:10.
What's happening, Breno? Feel weird that I haven't posted the recipe in fucking 2 weeks.
I'm thinking about another run at Lovebird Pie, which is a strawberry lemon meringue pie. It's been quite a while since I did one. It's always a great profile.
Strawberry lemon meringue pie, that could be good.
Yeah. It has been a while. It's been a while since I've done one. Plenty of new flavors to mess with. So.
There's a couple different ways you can go about that nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a couple different ways you can go about that now.
Don't know what to make. Oh, I kind of do know what to make.
So, speaking of interesting things I'm mixing, so I finally ran across a recipe the other day when I was just perusing, where somebody got blasted for having the wrong fucking flavors listed.
Really?
Oh, on ELR?
Yeah, immediate 1-star rating. Hey, fucking put your shit. These are the wrong ones. Go fix them. I was like, ooh, all right, dude. I don't know if it was somebody who's been doing the wrong thing for a while and they just finally had enough of it.
No,
or...
they do it to everybody. It doesn't matter how long you've been around.
I don't think I've had that. But then again, I don't get very many reviews.
It wasn't one of mine. It was just somebody else's because I was clicking and going through and looking at everybody's recipes and like, huh. I'm glad to see you were so PC about that. They were just pretty much, hey, fuck you, get your shit together.
Yep.
Bunch of penises. That's what that is.
Like a bunch of bananas, but it's just dicks.
Dicky bananas. Fucking random ass chunk of resin on my fingers. This shit gets everywhere like glitter.
I feel like that's a punk band we played with one time. Dicky Bananas. Eddie and the Arsons. Opening for Dicky Bananas this weekend at the shithole.
Funny is looking at a lot of these recipes now versus like 2 months ago. You can tell people are starting to get the urge for summer stuff.
Yeah.
What?
More lighter and fruitier?
Yeah. Not quite as many of the heavier type fucking wintry type things.
See, I like all the heavy freaking bakery and custard shits all year long. Just the kind of vapor I am.
Okay.
You can go flavor testing in or Purple Rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Isn't that like a violety flavor? That's what it's supposed to be. Let's go into the Flavor Bible.
What to do? Didn't you guys watch The Ultimate Fighter yesterday?
No, not yet.
Okay, well then I'll keep my mouth shut so I don't ruin anything.
I was waiting.
Let me watch that shit last night. Oh, don't get me wrong. The other side of me said I should just wait it out so that way I can just binge watch it. But then I was like, fuck it, I'll just watch it tonight.
I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm not sure if I want to wait it out and binge watch it like I do with most shows, or if I want to fucking just dive in and follow along.
Not gonna lie, to be quite honest, as many things as I binged watched lately, it's kind of nice to have to wait for an episode next week. And it's nice that that falls on a Tuesday, and then Wednesday night, I know I'll be able to sit and watch Loki next week, so. Give me something each night of the week. So, which means if we start late on Wednesday night, you probably know why.
I'm still just waiting for Black Widow.
Better question is, who isn't?
Scarlett Joe's butt. I just want Scarlett Joe's butt. Just give it to me.
You know,
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
speaking of that, that movie gave me hope to where I can finally dress up superhero-ish with my son, being as I'm a big fat guy now. I'm like, I think I found the superhero for me just from the previews. I'm like, and it's fitting. I got a beard already. I just gotta come up with a fucking bad Russian accent.
4 shots of vodka usually does it.
That could do it. Maybe if maybe I'll just have to watch fucking The Machine enough times to be able to pull that off.
I found my new superhero. I was looking through the hot tub streamers on Twitch, and I found some dude taking calls in a bathtub with face paint on.
He was wearing a luchador mask. That wasn't face paint.
Oh,
He had a luchador mask. He was laying on his back in a fucking kiddie pool with a phone on his chest taking calls.
Oh,
that's
Jesus
my
Christ.
superhero.
It's fucking awesome.
Speaking of awesome things, I found a kid who must be like a fucking, she must be like a fucking soulmate of some sort, or spirit animal. I'll call her closer to a spirit animal. I saw it on I forget which news site I was reading, but some 3-year-old girl, they had a picture of it and everything. Her mom asked her, "What kind of cake do you want for your birthday?"
Oh, the Lion King?
Yeah, she wanted the fucking Lion King cake, but she wanted the spot where fucking Mufasa gets killed, so that way it would make everybody sad and they wouldn't eat her cake and it would all be for her.
My God.
I'm like, you're a spirit animal of some sort.
Right? That
That
little
kid's
girl.
a genius.
That little
Yeah.
girl.
Fucking 3 years old coming up with that. Just fucking amazing.
Yeah, I was very pleased when I saw that. I was like, that little girl understands. She's like, now my cake looks cool. Nobody eats it. And when you all leave, I get the whole thing to myself.
Yeah. Fucking this made it all the better. I was like, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Just put something like really gross on it, so when people see it, they're just deterred from it.
Oh, what else?
1 over, not bad. That was close enough.
One in my back pocket. I'm not mixing this right now.
So he's got one mix in his pocket.
The other one I'm actually gonna make.
Have you gotten the chili yet there, Adam?
Negative.
No, I can't do the chili candies yet. Okay, or the chili mangoes.
No, I really want to do that.
I'm half tempted to try it right now. guess if I, because I need just a straight mango and then some of the chili and then maybe a little bit of the cinnamon sugar just for like the crunch factor from the sweetness on from the sprinkle, you know.
Whoa.
That's in the back pocket. What do I really want to vape right now, though? That's the
What's
question.
happening, Miles and Attituni? Yeah, I really don't know what I want to make, but I need to make something because I'm fucking getting short on stuff. Used to have a drawer full of shit, but you know, when you give it to your brother, you kind of go without. Which is all right because a lot of those were ones that I wasn't sure about, anyways.
Ooh. He is coming. I got an idea. Floating around in this stupid brain. Actually, I made a recipe 3 days ago that I never made either. Okay, well, this looks like something I want to vape right now. It has banana in it. I might have been super stoned and like, yeah, put all the fucking banana in it.
Okay, there we go. That was the last thing I did. Like on the 19th. Jesus. Alright. You know what? I think we're gonna have to do a lemonade of some sort.
Lemonade.
I was gonna do one the other week, but instead I just gave somebody advice on making one. We're gonna bald head this shit.
All right, I found out what you can make. You ready for this?
For who? One of us?
S'mores, but instead of graham crackers, Rice Krispie treats with caramel.
That sounds good, but I don't have the flavor that I would need to make that. Isn't there like a
Wonder
caramel
flavor.
Rice Krispies something or other? Yeah, I don't have that flavor. Otherwise, I would make that. I'm vaping chocolate right now, actually, though. I never vape chocolate recipes.
I'm doing peanut butter.
Oh, they have peanut butter in this, along with cinnamon toast crunch cereal.
Holy shit. Yeah, if I had that caramel crispy, whatever the fuck it's called. What is it called? It's like caramel Rice Krispie treats. Wow, they went that far to call Rice Krispie treats? All right.
Oh, you know, because
They do what they want in Canada, I guess.
There's one with cinnamon toast crunch inside of it, and the other one has fucking chocolate chips and peanut butter in it, the Rice Krispie part. And they put, oh my goodness.
Oh, Miles, you know, I
Hold a
wanted to
banana,
really
James.
think there was nothing wrong with you, but there might be. If you don't like Reese's, though, dude, I don't know what's wrong with you.
we can't kick it, yo.
We
Eh,
can't be friends.
why are you here?
Worry about a guy like that, right?
It's not me, it's you.
And look, I get it. If you say you have an anaphylactic reaction to that, fine. It's okay. You just tell me that, and everything is cool. If
And
not,
we get the sympathy card at least.
yeah, then I'm sorry, you know.
Yeah, fuck it. What pie crust in this recipe, but I don't want a shit ton of it.
Well, see,
I also
and
want to taste it. 1.5 for one-on-one.
I guess
Whoa.
Miles, I wasn't very clear. It's more of a fluffer and nutter because it's a peanut butter marshmallow and sugar cookie.
I have an actual request. Are you guys ready for this?
Nope.
Okay.
If anybody is near Walmart and they see these dog toys, this one in particular,
I love treats.
uh, hit me up. I'll give you some money to ship them because my Walmart no longer has them. And I tried to get her an orange one, but she doesn't like it as much as the blue one. So I'm looking for the blue I love treats, small little squeaky doge, and I will pay for it. They don't have them on the website because it's a variety color thing, so it's just random which color. And for some reason, she doesn't like any other color than the blue. Mission for people.
Up, Jeff. Mr. Miles, what's going on, man?
Jeffrey.
Eventually, I'm gonna get back into making videos. I'll shoot this weekend. I promise. No, I'll shoot before the weekend. No, I'll shoot this weekend. It's too hot when I get home right now.
Kira is very particular about her toys, and I don't know what it is. Like even last night, we're trying to like shuffle them, and she would constantly go after the blue one.
I go 2% Flavor West lemonade, 1.5 of the other.
Got something here.
Actually, you know what? Let's go 2 and 2. We'll just make them even. Bucket. Now to figure out what else I want with my lemonade.
All these freaking ingredients.
What do we want with my lemonade? Kind of. Did watermelon the other day. You know what I think we're gonna do? We're gonna do a peach lavender lemonade.
Ooh.
That sounds good. Peach. Yeah, so I want that a little bit high, so I'm gonna go 3.5%. I want to get a bit of peach in there with it.
I've noticed recently the back of my hair super curly for some reason. Front of
Lavender.
my hair,
Go just a touch light.
semi-straight, semi-waved.
Well, I'm glad you can English if you try.
Lavender's lovely in a lot of stuff, Mr. Miles. Really, really nice flavor.
I think we're going to go to 1% with the VSL lavender.
Which happens to be a good one.
It's the light touch. So 2% Flavora lemonade, 2% Flavor West lemonade, 3.5% VSO peach, and 1% lavender. That sounds like a fantastic fucking mix. I help. I almost feel like I should back that peach up with something. Maybe a touch of nectarine. Milk and lime Tahiti. Where are you? Oh yeah, you're right. That's that fucking weird short bottle. Rose water's always good too. Okay, I guess I could have thrown some rose in here because I know I've got that. But I think lavender will go better with the peach. Rose, jasmine, clove, lavender.
Gale.
Rose and peach. I know you should be somewhere up near the front, motherfucker. Where are you? Apricot. Peach. Oh, you know what? Maybe a little apricot in there too. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll throw let's go a 1.5% of apricot. Oh, let's just back it with 1% apricot. And I guess if that's the case, maybe I'll take the peach down to 3. So I got. Alright, yeah. Uh, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
Nice.
Alright. Actually, no, we're gonna make this a 30 mil. I don't think I'm gonna do 60 with this because I don't know that I'm gonna want 60 mils of fucking lemonade. I probably will later in the year, but not right now.
Quite yet. Shit, I'm running low on this. I gotta reorder this flavor. Soft banana. Soft nanner.
Oh, let's hit the peach first. Oh, what do you mean negative? There you
Pudding. Vanilla pudding. Oh yeah. Sporkleafy.
Kids,
So
what's
he
happening?
is.
Hello, Gizzard Stew. So now we got swirl.
Okay, what are we at? 2% for these.
Good. Whipped.
There we go. Did somebody just boop? Oh no, not what the kind of boop I thought that was. Alright. And we're gonna go.
Ooh. Shit, smell good. Grab the VGB.
There we go. Lemonades are in, and last thing, add a little bit of lavender. Lychee, honey peach, Fuji apple, and a touch of cantaloupe. That sounds good. There we go. Now, before I add anything else, oh, that has a nice little smell to it. Little florals. What I got?
Close enough.
A little sweet to make it sweeter.
Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker. It's just good.
Does that fall under this? No, actually, no. That's a completely different I'm not gonna do that because I don't feel like getting myself kicked off of fucking YouTube.
Probably wise. I don't even know where you were going.
I can tell you it wasn't someplace pretty. Would have probably offended quite a few people.
Try to see.
Not everybody, because there are some of you that are like me. Some of you are not.
Is your wife playing with Pokemon cards in the background?
Yes, she is. Lumi, you don't understand. Yeah, I've shown Adam.
Oh yeah.
I've shown some of them. This is a pretty much every set that they've had so far.
Not all of them.
Damn near. Of just Pokemon cards.
I probably have more Magic the Gathering cards than that.
What?
I have fucking shoe boxes filled. And I would add like the organizers, not just small little shoe boxes, massive shoe boxes with homemade little divider strips with just rows of Magic the Gathering cards.
Never got into Magic. I used to go to Ed's house and watch him and his friends play and use his high-speed internet while he was playing Magic. And download just like all kinds of ROMs for fucking classic video game systems, like all the ROMs, like the big ones, like the PS1 games and shit. Hey Ed, while you guys play Magic, I'm gonna like download every PS1 game I ever wanted. Oh yeah, go ahead. Cool, thanks, bud. Good little game. And it's a cool game. Don't get me wrong. Magic's cool. Anything with fantasy
All
theme is cool
the
to me.
lore behind it is fascinating.
The worst part about that whole situation is Nick had some cards already when I started, but this was only like when I moved down from Connecticut to Virginia. I didn't have internet at that point, so I bought them all in like 1 year. Probably spent over $900
Miles.
on those cards, and it had so many decks it wasn't even funny. And then I started playing Commander, so I would constantly have like 4 different Commander decks going at a time.
I know you used to be the shit.
I can talk to somebody hippie. I can talk to the rest of my other band.
If I ever get into a situation where I'm about to be homeless, I'm gonna have to see if I could sell any of those.
Well, hopefully you don't ever get to that point.
Yeah,
I
mean,
still would probably like to sell them at some point before.
go through it and see if you have a Dark Lotus. Dark Lotus ungraded is like a $4,000 card.
I don't think I have the
Jesus.
original one, but I do have the next one. I also got Jace.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Those cards are fucking stupid now.
Yeah, I used to go in the Jace deck. I bought a bunch of different Jace champions.
Yeah, all those cards are worth.
Again.
Even the newest one, that they, well the last one that they made ungraded is worth like $400.
I came in around the time the Ascension was released because I have a huge, hey, you bought the Ascension pack. So I got the really cool decorative boxes with like 60 packs of cards. I had a problem.
I'm just.
I think kids just got hip to the fact that we have Pokemon and Fortnite and shit at Dollar Tree.
Dude,
Like, I don't think they ever realized that we have them because it's like on top of like the magazines and the adult coloring books and the word find puzzles in the front of the store, and nobody ever hangs out up there.
there's
And now that they're hip to it, the kids are coming in with their parents and they're buying whole boxes and shit.
what's funny about that, the Dollar Tree that's right down the road from my house, they have signs, limit 3 per family.
Wow, yeah, I bet that'll happen eventually if it gets crazy.
Yeah, because
3 packs or 3 boxes?
3 packs.
Okay.
Yeah, because like we're,
Into the Walmarts here because kids were coming in and they were literally clearing fucking shelves. So the Walmarts here now have signs.
Yeah, I
that
found a
if you're coming
couple
to Walmart,
empties
3 packs per family.
in the store. I was like,
Hey.
you sneaky little fuckers.
I don't generally shop or anything. Like I went there specifically for one thing and one thing only: a flat of silly string for my son's birthday party. That was it. So I go and I pick up all the silly string for the kids to play with, and as I get to the register, I see them. There's a nice looking display with the Pokemon shit in it. And it says limit 3 per family. I'm going, really? Is that really a thing still? Okay. I didn't realize kids go that crazy over that shit.
They do.
I was like, adults, I understand because a lot of adults have grown up with it at this point.
That's what most of it is now. Is people that are in their mid-20s that are just trying to like rekindle their fucking childhood and just get back
Yep,
into it.
happens
And now
every
that-
10 years, every generation.
Now that you have adult money, you can drop $400 or $500 and a
Yeah,
fucking store
on-
is buying it out.
Yep.
I mean,
to
there's
store
like
all
30,
the shit you
there's
wanted
like
when you were
$30,000
a
or
kid.
$40,000 Pokemon cards.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, I wouldn't
Absolutely.
doubt it. I mean, the shit's kind of like way back in the day.
Thank God, those plastic cases still have like my
Holographic
fucking.
Charizard.
A base set 1 hollow Charizard.
Well, here, you'll throw them out.
Yep.
We have 2 of them.
And and then you get like the Japanese variant and
Guys are
stuff like that.
fucking
Yeah,
lunatics.
there's crazy cards.
That's what all like the last couple of pages in the book is all Japanese cards.
Yep, and graded cards. It's almost
Those are worth
impossible
money,
to get,
James?
like
Holy
graded
shit.
cards in comics
Painful.
these days because of Pokemon.
Jesus.
And then you get into the new shit. Then you get all the real cool shiny cards, all the different like color arts and variabilities. Then you get into Chinese. You get fucking amazing rares. I'm a fucking massive Pokemon nerd. So I'm not afraid to say that I'm a fucking massive.
I
nerd.
used to collect all the
Unapologetic.
cute ones when I was a little kid, but I never knew how to use them. Like I could never figure out how to play it, but I collected all the cute ones.
I never played Pokemon until 2 years ago. Never played a Pokemon game. Had no knowledge of how it even worked or anything. And when Pokemon Go came out, I was like, oh, okay. And then I started looking into it. I'm like, oh, they're RPGs.
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
traditional RPG.
I like
used to get-
JRPGs.
I used to get super pissed off because when I was a kid, Pokemon would come on like the weekends or whatever.
Oh yeah, I've never seen the show.
But then, like, it would be like I'd sit down, and then within a couple minutes, it would auto flip to a local church broadcast, and I was like, "Are
Send
you
us your
fucking
money,
serious?"
and we'll give you a prayer.
So that would cut off my viewing of Pokemon, and I'd just go outside and play with my friends and collect cards because I don't even know how the hell a church was able to overtake a channel back then.
Oh,
If you look right there,
that's good.
you'll just see binders and binders and boxes full of fucking cards. And they go way back to that in the closet too. So yeah, actually
We have,
thinking about getting rid of them.
We have a book bag in our closet that's just full of bags, just individual bags of all the different sets that she sorted through because she likes doing that sort of shit.
Mine are terribly unorganized, but I mean, I pulled all of like a couple years back, like a lot of couple years back. I pulled out all the non-common cards pretty much out of all of my cards and just put them aside in one box. So like there's 5 boxes of common bullshit cards in there.
One thing that I know I fucked up with, I was opening all my Ascension cards, and there was a couple of Angel cards for the Angel decks for Magic the Gathering in there. And my friend was making an Angel deck, so I'd just be like, here. And he's like, well, what do you want for it? And I'm just like, here. I'm just handing him all the Angels. I was like, here.
Now they're worth $1,000, right?
Oh, those Angel decks are worth a lot of money.
Showing how big of a nerd I am, aren't you?
And then the missus has a box, like a massive box, like an Xbox, like
Yeah, it's an Xbox 360 box.
yeah, an Xbox 360
Like the
box
ones you get at
from
GameStop?
from
Those right
GameStop,
there.
full of like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And
Oh,
this is
shit.
this is just all the rare Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
When I
I
worked at
knew how to
Spencer
play
Gifts, those were
Yu-Gi-Oh!
the
I played
shit.
that.
I know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know how to do
Yeah, this is just all the fucking rare cards. So was it like $487 on ungraded off of TCG?
Oh, wait.
I think what I'll
Jesus.
do sometime this summer is go through my Magic cards and get Nickin on it, because we just have so many boxes of them. And just be like, we need to go see if there's any collectors that will buy these off of us and put it towards like the fund for your car.
eBay.
Yeah, that's probably the best bet.
I'm gonna eBay. That means I'd have to manually search everything.
No, well,
Well,
if you're looking for prices, TCG, they give all prices of MSRP of what the card's worth in the market right here, right now. You can go through them, and they'll give you the last recorded sold card at this price. That's what I'll go off to.
Yeah, it just sounds like too much work.
I mean,
that
I could
sounds
just
like the
let
least
some
amount of work
collector
right
go
there.
through my box, and then as he pulls cards out that he wants, I could just be like, then I could look up the ones that he's grabbing and be like, well, that's how much it's worth. Well, that's how much that one's worth.
Mm,
You got some dude sitting on your floor for a whole day.
yeah, and then he's gonna try to haggle with you. Like you might as well go online and get like the best
Yeah, just
possible non-haggled price.
yeah.
Fine, then I'll just have to
everybody
find a nerd that knows a
I
lot
was just
about
gonna say,
Magic the
instead of dealing
Gathering,
with some nerd,
and just sit in Zoom one day with him and be like, is
You know
this
how we
card
are.
worth me listing? Is this card worth me listing?
we're incorrigible. Us
I got a
nerds.
friend for you. Yeah, I got a friend. I got a great friend on the college with.
We'll buy all the magic cards.
No, like he'll go through and be like, yeah, that's worth.
Oh,
that's
he
worth
like
this,
knows
that's worth
what.
This, that's worth this.
Gotcha. Like me with '90s comics.
Yeah.
there's like 3 comics from the 90s worth anything.
Pretty much.
Do you have New Mutants 98? No.
Yeah, right. First Deadpool. Fucking yeah. There's not many.
Do you have Venom #1 with the embossed
Yeah.
cover? No. All right.
I have that.
That's worth like $300-400.
Yay!
The one
That's
when he
probably
went,
my
yeah,
most
the one when he
valuable
went
comic.
to, the one where he first went to San Francisco.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. It's worth like $300-400.
Sweet deal.
And then I
Bought that off the
think
rack,
it's,
or stole it off the rack.
there's a set of Marvel Tale. Is it Marvel Tales? Where it tells the Weapon X origin for the first time. For Wolverine. That's worth
Yes.
something. I forget how much it's worth, but that's worth something. But other than that, man, it's like.
Yep.
And the only
Just-
reason those are worth something is because it wasn't a high print run.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem with 90s comics. The print runs were so freaking high. It's like there's just tons of them out there in good shape. People just stashed them away in a box and never freaking touched them.
See if I could go find some of them easily.
I remember the Death of Superman were being worth like $100 the day after it came out.
Yeah.
And then like 2 months later he comes back and everybody's just so angry.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a white box, a short box right there, and then there's another box in the closet. I'll never get rid of those though. In fact, we were just talking about like how you get to like where you're working and you have money and you're like, hey, I can buy shit that I wanted. I went on Nucadia, which is like a comic reseller, like the biggest one online, and just bought a bunch of comics that I wanted from the 90s, even if they weren't worth shit. Just a ton of them. Like even if I just liked the cover back in the 90s and I was like, ooh, I want that. Oh, $250 cover price. Well, I can't really swing that right now, because I didn't have a ton of money in 91, 92. So I just went and bought shit tons of comics that I wanted. And it made me so happy. And it still makes me happy. I look at them once in a while and I'm like, yay. It's like a lot of X-Men comics from back then.
I mean, the stuff that's
image
like,
stuff.
Like if you had like a first run print of like James O'Barr's The Crow.
Yeah, right.
Like that would be worth something.
Yeah.
Because it was such a limited
late on
run.
that. Yep.
Like the indie runs. But I mean, even like the Valiant comics. Valiant wasn't all that big of a company. But they were able to put out these massive runs and these comics that were very good comics back in the day. They're just not worth anything.
Yeah.
They were worth a ton back then.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't collect a bunch of Valiants, but I think I jumped on the bandwagon with a couple of like the storylines that they had. I was like, ooh, these are gonna be worth money. Collectors, blah blah blah, issue 0s and issue 1s and stuff.
Yep.
I was into Wizard Magazine.
How they got us back in the 90s. All over the place.
All the fancy covers.
Right.
I remember putting a pre-order in for X-Men #1 because I didn't think I was going to be able to get it. Because man, Jim Lee's going to draw this. It's going to be awesome. I go to the store and there's like a stack like that big sitting on the shelf.
I pre-ordered mine. I pre-ordered that. I pre-ordered the Death of Superman. I still have them. I had a little local mom and pop shop for a couple years in my neighborhood. And then it got sold to another dude. It lasted like another year, and then it just died out. And then my friend Chris opened one. Had it open for like a year. Didn't do very well. He sold like used CDs and stuff too, which was kind of cool though.
Yeah.
And t-shirt. He had like t-shirts and shit, but he sold like used memorabilia and shit too, which was kind of cool. But he just didn't have any business. And he ended up selling it to this dude Larry, this metalhead dude, who actually really did a good job at the place, but it was just before like being a nerd was cool again.
Mm-hmm.
So he just missed the window. Sucks, because that was a cool store.
I mean, even now, like my buddy Chuck had the best comic book shop in the area. It was always busy. There was tons of people, and it still wasn't enough. Still wasn't enough to stay in business. So.
It's sad.
Yeah. It's just
old one used to be called What's the Score? I remember because it was like a lot of trading card shit. Like they would haggle with you over like the ones, they had the glass case with all the cards and the little single protective things, and you'd be like, oh man, I got this. I can
see it. It's right there.
I got this, and can we work out a trade for this? Oh, you'll have to give me like, an extra like $3. I'd be like, all right. I still have so many of those cards in the little individual plastic things.
I used to.
There you go.
Fuck, like Dave Justice.
1992 Marvel Comics Venom. There you go. 1992 Venom's holofoil cover. $200.
Sweet. That's not bad.
Nope.
What was the cover price on that bad boy? Like $3.95 or $2.95?
Oh, it's probably like $2.
Probably $1.95.
Shit.
Back in
Shabby.
'92, yeah, because '92 comics went from $1 to like $1.25, right around there. So it's probably
Marvel
like
Comics, Image
probably like
were a
$2.
little bit pricier, but you got that nice paper, those really nice colors.
Mm-hmm.
I was flipping through Spawn #1 a couple months ago because Angel was mentioning he's a huge Todd McFarlane fan, and I had to bust out all my because I have like the original run of Spawn like up to issue 20, I think. And I was taking pictures and showing him, and I was just flipping through them, and I was like, oh my god, these look so good compared to everything else that was out there, like the colors, like just
Yeah.
the green
McFarlane was
from like
monster.
Spawn's magic and shit looked so neon compared to like a Marvel comic.
Mm.
Todd McFarlane.
That's why
was
all those
fucking-
guys switched over from Marvel to Image. They're like, shit, we can draw what we want. Fuck, and get paid. Sweet.
And we have control of the property.
Yeah,
no
creative
matter
control. That was the big thing. Yeah.
what.
Yeah, scripting your own comic. And then they all found out that like, oh wow, it's really hard to do everything on one comic. So they had to get, other people to draw their fucking titles, and then Spawn had Spawn Medieval and Spawn Bloodlines or whatever, all these fucking, different runs and Youngblood this and that,
Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
and
it's constant
the ironic
memories.
thing is 9/10 of them went back to working for Marvel or DC. Like Jim Lee's a high up in DC again.
Yeah.
Are we ready for this?
He was the guy for a while, I thought, wasn't he? Like
No,
The
it was
president
Dan.
or
I always
executive?
forget his last name.
Dan.
I actually met him at a comic book conference. I went and sat down to a Jeff Johns panel. So I was just sitting down listening to Jeff
Oh.
Johns, and I turned around and he was sitting in the back row, and I was like, "What's up, man?"
That's awesome.
Then I got to meet Jeff Johns and shake his hand. Now he's high up in DC, but at the time he was just
shit.
writing Green Lantern, which I'm a massive Green Lantern fan.
It's too bad they did such a shitty movie of it.
He's
Well,
got
Yeah, I
a
mean
nerd
they're
card
gonna.
out.
I'm waiting for the TV show.
Might
When the
save
TV
it.
show comes out, I think now they've got a little bit better control in their properties. I think
They've
they'll
already
be-
talked a little bit about
Jesus,
what they plan to
Lemmy.
do with the TV show because of how fucking horribly they shit the bed on that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want that upside down.
Yeah. And
Although I will say the one good thing that did come out of that Green Lantern movie being such a rolling dumpster fire is that we got Deadpool, where Ryan Reynolds got to make fun of Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
yeah.
That was beautiful. That was fucking beautiful. Don't make this too green or animated.
Yeah.
Okay, it gets better. It's still getting better.
And when he goes, yeah,
Oh my god.
steals the time. Is that a
All that
spoiler?
money.
Is that too big of a spoiler? When Deadpool steals the time machine.
When did Deadpool come out?
Yeah, I think the
When that movie come out?
couple years now.
If it's more than 2 years,
Yeah.
it's not a spoiler anymore.
Yeah, you're well
Yeah,
past.
it's Deadpool 2. End of
Yeah.
Deadpool 2. You're welcome, Canada.
That
Thanks,
I
bud.
swear
Thanks there,
that
bud.
that was literally the role that he was meant to play his entire life.
Oh yes, yeah. If there was ever,
Wise cracking motherfucker. Hell yeah.
I will say I was
Perfect.
surprised RIPD did as poor as it did because that's exactly what he did. Only it was with dead people instead of fucking super.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was a
goddamn movie.
great
It
movie.
got shredded because it shit the bed in the box office.
Never seen
But
it.
it was the same Ryan
Such a
Reynolds
good movie.
action movie you get with any other Ryan Reynolds action movie. He's got the same sense of humor, the same stupid jokes. Like it's the exact same thing, but with dead people. And Kevin Bacon is a bad guy. I
And
mean,
Jeff Bridges.
Bagel?
No.
Bagel?
Then you also.
no. Image is still independent. Creators are allowed to take their properties and sell it to other people, though. Like Jim Lee took Wildstorm from Image, so all of his stuff, like Grifter and like Wildcats and stuff like that, and he sold that to DC. So DC has all that now.
Wow.
So they have that. Yeah, they have the Wildstorm universe. They've used a few of the characters. They used my favorite characters, Midnighter. Anybody from
Midnighter,
Image?
yeah.
Yeah, Midnighter's awesome. He's like Batman if Batman didn't give a shit about anything.
Yes.
right, and then
Wow.
this still isn't all of them that I've been showing you. Then we got this guy.
Oh, geez.
Jesus fuck. You might want to catalog those.
Yeah.
You should go through and look and see. You really should.
I do
Yeah.
got fucking
I didn't realize you
decks
had
in
that
here.
many.
Oh, I still have a bag somewhere with 4 traveling commander decks in it that I can't figure out where it is at the moment.
You
4
should use
traveling
them.
commander decks at a minimum, a couple of regular decks that I keep in a bag. So if I go out to a friend that plays Magic, I could just go over with my little bag and be like, we doing commander? Or am I pulling out one of these standard decks?
Later, James.
Later, James.
Peace.
Yeah. So Image is still around, and they still do the same thing. They still allow creators to go and publish their own works, and the creator walks away with the rights.
I forgot I also have these.
There's actually a documentary about the guys who split off and made Image Comics, and and you find out kind of the business behind all of it.
Really?
Yeah. I forget what the name of it is.
That's not on Prime, is it?
It was on one of the streaming services. It might have been
Son of a
Netflix.
bitch. I'll find a way to
I
use it.
think that was Netflix because I did see the. I remember seeing a preview for that. What was it like?
Yeah, it was
8 months ago.
I want to say it was more than a year that I watched it.
Or it might have been a year.
More than a year ago, yeah. But I mean, it was absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, I would love that. I'll have to check that out.
There's a Angel. There's a Todd McFarlane documentary where you find out like where he came up with all the ideas for Spawn, and it's all the things leading up to Spawn, whatever the last big issue they had was. But it's about Todd McFarlane and kind of what sort of a dude he is. He's a douchebag, but I mean he's brilliant.
I always tell Angel,
Great
he's
artist.
such a
A
weird
fucking a lot of the best artists are real super douchebags.
I mean, if you couldn't tell from the
Got me.
Spawn intros, the Spawn cartoon intros, that the dude's a complete douchebag, like there's no helping you. But I mean, the documentary about like his process and like watching him draw and just everything, it's absolutely fascinating.
Holy shit.
Is this like Dragon Ball Z? Yeah. Apparently this shoebox is filled with Dragon Ball Z cards.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Don't let Angel see that.
How it starts.
It's Angel's other jam. I know.
I think he has more
jack
boxes.
shit about Dragon Ball Z.
I love Dragon Ball Z. Vegeta's the best. Somebody
I'm
fight.
sure it's fine. I've just never seen it and never gotten into it.
I mean, if you decide that at some point in your life you want to sit down and watch Dragon Ball Z, which I mean it's a big commitment.
It is. It's a lot of time. It's
Yeah.
a lot of time, but it's fucking
Watch
worth it.
Dragon Ball Z Kai. Don't watch the
Kai's a
original
good way
Dragon
to-
Ball.
Yeah, Kai's a good way to catch up on it and then go back and watch the original so you get the details.
Yeah, there you go. Spawn 300.
I mean, until you get to what was it? The Dragon Ball Z movie, to where they were high school students, and Piccolo was supposed to be like a fucking human being, although now instead of being an alien, now everything that he wears is green, and there's a girl in it who has blue hair but has blonde hair, but all her makeup is blue, and they're all really weak.
Oh,
high
you're talking
school
about the
kids.
Dragon Ball Z movie?
Yes.
Oh, it's terrible.
Go watch that and then talk about Dragon Ball Z. That was a shit show.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Kai is it's a great way to watch Dragon Ball Z because it cuts out if you watch the original episode, there'll be like a 10 episode run where like one dude is charging an attack. So that's 300 minutes that you're never getting back. I remember watching it in like my 20s, being like, "Oh right, it's gonna happen this week."
Right?
Nope.
Everybody remembers their first time through the Namek saga.
Yeah.
My only problem ever
Fighting.
with-
Oh, that
with
Frieza
Dragon
fight.
Ball Z-
Oh my god.
my only problem ever with Dragon Ball Z is they don't ever actually like make it like a big statement that Krillin is just a kid that is fucking way overpowered. He's just a human being. He's nothing special.
Yeah.
He's rocking it out with all
He's
these.
the Charlie Brown of the DBZ universe. He's bald at 7, but he's always down to help his friends.
But he's a fucking god of humans. He's a god. Everybody,
I mean, that's to be fair. If you gave Charlie Brown enough time with Master Roshi, I bet he could destructo disc like a motherfucker too. That pumpkin patch wouldn't stand a chance. I'm just throwing that out there.
but
But I mean, then you got Krillin, and then you got Master Roshi. There we go.
Right.
I mean, Master Roshi's as high as it goes for humans on the human side.
Yeah.
like nobody's ever like, oh yeah, this is like a 8-year-old kid. Yeah, he's a human being. Hey, Krillin, go fuck that guy up. He's a fucking ruler of another world and another dimension who just eats other planets. Go kill him for me real quick, and he'll do it. Nobody ever talks about like, yeah, he's just a normal kid from Earth.
And it's so delicious.
And then there's the Saiyans.
See, look, you got Angel started. He's like Dragon Ball Z. You say?
Here we go. Yeah. I'm saying we could go. We could go full episodes on Dragon Ball. No problem.
I actually enjoyed Super quite a bit. Like Super's kind of Super has some moments where you're like, all right, so this is a big attack. All right, he's not charging up. Okay, cool. So you've learned your lesson. You're not charging for 10 episodes, but Kai, they cut all that out. So it's Dragon Ball Z.
And then there's always once you've actually fully consumed all that is Dragon Ball, then you get to go back and watch Abridged and laugh.
Yes.
That shit is glorious. Once you've consumed it and you get all the inside references and shit, Abridged will just make your fucking ribs hurt.
Yeah. And the Cell Saga was kind of like that too, though. I mean, there was episode like people would disappear and train to go fight Cell for like 40 episodes. And then they'd come out of the time dilation chamber, and now we have to find Cell. We don't know where he's at, or we're in this tournament where are they gonna make it in time? So yeah, the Cell Saga was not all that great either. The Boo Saga was very good though. I did enjoy pretty much the whole Majin Buu saga was relatively on point. There was a couple parts where it got a little bit long, but for the most part, towards the end there, he kind of learned his lesson. But Super, I mean, Super has. So there are some problems with Super. You're right, Angel.
Super wasn't the best, but it was much better than GT, and we can all be thankful.
Oh yeah, GT was awful.
It's fucking horrible. That's what happens when you let go of creative control of a project you've been running its entire life.
Yep. Yep, I was glad when he came back and started remaking stuff. And now I'm waiting for Super Season 2 because I mean they're certainly far enough along in the manga, so we should be getting Season 2 at some point. Anyway, I've nerded out enough tonight.
Gotta get that stuff out of your system once in a while. It's good for you.
No, but Looney Fresh mentioned cataloging it. You need to get a lovely person that will sit there and just do this.
God.
For every single set that you have, and go through, write them all down, and cross off what ones we have.
Man, you are just dragging me, aren't you?
Yeah.
And then you go through, and then you just log on and find out what shit's worth.
Yeah, that's what we did with this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you might be sitting. You never know. You might be sitting on like $40,000-$50,000 worth of cards at this point.
Yeah.
Because the collector's market for like Pokemon cards, Magic cards, stuff like that, it's crazy. It's crazy right now.
Oh,
Yeah, The amount of space that this is taking up in the closet has been pissing me off for years now.
Thanks,
For
Logan Paul.
years.
Yeah, go through your stuff, find out what's worth something, and then eBay it.
I have to get Nick in on it because I'll have to either be like, hey, all the cards that I bought from Ascension Forward, pull them out and save whatever you want, because whatever I bought, I would like to sell.
You can make a pretty penny off of fucking reselling cards nowadays. You make a pretty fucking penny, believe me.
Yeah, my buddy Sean, who was on the Veterans Day episode we did, he's big into Magic, and I would say, like, normally I love the dude, but normally I wouldn't. He's always got a side hustle going. That's what I'll say about Sean. He's always got a side hustle. So if you let him go through your stuff, like, there's an off chance he may try and rip you off so that he can make some money. I love the dude to death.
That's the thing. Whoever I do this with, like, if I can find somebody to do it with, they're going to go into it knowing that I'm not selling to them, because I'm not going to cross friendship like that.
Yeah, he's a like I said, he's a great dude, but he will try and make some money.
Yeah, I would like to just go through and find out, like, easily find out what to put aside, because like you just saw, that's not even all of them. There's still boxes laying around with them. That's way too much to be going through, being like,
Too much.
No, it's not. It really isn't. It goes a lot quicker than you'd think, too.
Not bad.
Because then you sit down and you're like, ooh, I had that one. Go through all the magic effects of it and all that good stuff. Yeah.
I prefer just to start somewhere with getting rid of some of it to limit it down and then work from there.
Yeah, but you gotta go through each one of them, though, because if you don't, you're gonna fuck around and sell something where there was something worth way more than what you got for it.
Yep.
Right, or something was worth more if you sell it as a set than if you sell it individually.
Yep.
I don't have that kind of patience to be looking into that shit.
Well, you contact one of your local card stores and you're like, hey, I have approximately 300 pounds of Magic cards, and I know there are valuable cards in there, but I need someone who knows the value of them to go through them with.
Yep.
Somebody with a nerd boner for Magic cards is going to be like, oh, I'm down. And then you load them up in the back of Nick's car and you bring them down there, and the dude will spend the afternoon giving you the value of what you got.
I just pulled up TCG just because you said you had a Black Lotus card. The cheapest Black Lotus card just sold for $6,900.
I don't think, maybe it's not a Black Lotus then. I don't think I have anything worth that much money.
It might be.
You have that many fucking cards.
You'd be amazed.
You were that into it?
Well, what happened was, I actually, and it's kind of shitty how this happened, I got really ripped off by my family when I sold my car. And I was so pissed off about it. When I came down to Virginia, I was ready to cut ties. And I basically took that $2,000 plus, situated Nick and I for a couple of months until he got a job, and got Heimdall, and then went balls deep into Magic the Gathering. So I did that with about $3,000 at that point. And that was probably 8 years ago. So eight years and forward is probably what I have in Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
You
Like
might
I said, you'd
still
be
have
amazed.
something.
You'd be amazed what the market's done over the last couple of years.
Oh, fuck, even just what's happened with that market over the course of the pandemic. 'Cause my nephew, he plays, and he's got some cards that he won't even play with because they're worth so goddamn much. Like, he's like, they'd be great to play with, but I'm not gonna take them out of their cases.
Like, I know he has boxes that I made him put in his room, because I was like, these aren't even Magic the Gathering, so you can't even try to tell me that this is sitting in my closet space. And I know he has boxes of Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, fucking baseball cards, Dragon Ball Z cards. I believe he collected all the cards when he was a kid.
I sure did. All the cards.
I
Yeah, my
did.
parents brought all mine. They brought all my stuff. It's all sitting right here.
That's gonna be the conversation I'm gonna have with them. Be like, all right,
Not worth shit.
I'm selling my cards before they decrease in value, and you're gonna have to buy proper storage for these things if you're gonna keep them. Because they're not sitting in a fucking cardboard box in my closet anymore. I already took them out. They're not going back in there.
Oh, fuck, it's that time. Holy shit. That went by quickly. Yes. In that case, we're going to get the geese, get the flock out of here. There is fights this coming weekend. There was not this last weekend, although we still had a show. And that ran a lot later, although we were talking in a whole lot of circles there. That was just, I'm not going to lie, had a good amount of
We
fun.
covered a whole lot of shit too, so.
Yeah. So tomorrow night, I'm No Joe Channel for all of your kicky punchy needs. Will be something to talk about. There's a lot of news that's popped up this week too. A whole fucking mess.
Talk about tomorrow for sure.
And then I'll say we have a card, but I'm not gonna say it's great.
It's interesting.
Yeah. We'll call it that to make it feel good about itself. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you all for coming out. Love you guys. Most importantly, educate, advocate, not for yourselves or for any of us up here, but for those sorry bastards that are still on the stinkies. We need to keep this alive for them. If that's the one and only thing we can put a little bit of time and effort to, it's worth every second that you can put into it. Anyhow, we'll see you guys next week. I am on the Eddie and the Arsons kicks. I think we're going to go out with a little bit of I Dream of You. That sounds like a fantastic one to go out on. So,
Yeah.
see you guys next week. Bye.
Kitties.